Today is day 7 of 100 days of random acts of kindness. Today is Mother's Day, which is a little bit complicated. I wonder if it's going to be my last Mother's Day with my mom. It's a day where I have tried to send out some texts to friends and family who are moms, who are important moms in my life. But it's also that reminder that I'm not going to be a mom. And so it's just complicated. It's obviously I have a lot to worry about, and I don't know. It's been a very reflective day. I haven't left bed at all. Well, correction, like I made it to the bathroom to go to the washroom, but I have not left my bedroom, and I haven't really felt great. The medication, the new treatment that I'm on is apparently cumulative, so the side effects are. So yeah, I just didn't really feel great. You can see I was warned on this one. This is a cold sore, which sometimes I just get, but apparently it's a side effect of this treatment. We were warned that I might get kind of like an upper body rash. That seems to be quite common with this drug. I haven't had that yet, but my skin is going crazy. I put a filter on this. I never wear makeup anymore, but it's just like when I point them out, I know you can really see them. Just everywhere. My nose is just crazy. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know. It's just another crappy side effect. End of the world? No. Crappy side effect? Yes. What my random act of kindness is about today is kind of connected to Mother's Day. In 2017, my husband nominated me to be the Toronto Blue Jays honorary Batgirl. And the nomination was this beautiful ode almost to our marriage and to our relationship. And as many of you know, I call him Superman. And it's a public contest, and then it's divided up into different percentages. Like 40% is based on the writing, and 30% is based on your experience with cancer. 20% is based on like how you give back and advocacy and that kind of thing. I don't know the entire breakdown, something along those lines. And then there's the public contest aspect of it. So last year I won. So we were so lucky. We were just treated so well by the Toronto Blue Jays. I was recognized on the field, and I had it totally together. I was just totally together. I get up and talk in front of hundreds of people. That never phases me, and I was fine, and I knew I had been explained what was going to happen. And we went down on the field early, so my mom and dad and Keith were down with me, and I knew what was going to happen. But what I didn't realize was what was going to be said by the announcer. So he starts explaining, I don't know, how I got cancer, and then it came back, and my love for the Jays, and that through treatment I would go to games, and then the crowd started, clapping, and then they started standing, and then they were standing and clapping, and then, so I kind of got emotional that way, that all these people are supporting me, and I'm a complete stranger. And then Marco Estrada came running towards me with a big bouquet of flowers and said some incredible things, and he's so honored to meet me. Like, what? I haven't done anything. He's this amazing pitcher, and I got to meet his mom and got to hug his mom, and it was just such an incredible day. And then afterwards, I had contacted the Amsterdam Brew House And they're right on the water in Toronto because we had lots of family and friends who came. So about 30 of us or so, 30 or 40 of us went over to the Amsterdam Brew House. And when I walked in, it was Mother's Day, but I noticed all the serving staff had pink ribbons on, which, like, pink ribbons for breast cancer, and Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in October. Anyway, I found out that they were wearing those in support of me, and they were raising money that night. That they were, like, some of their tips and stuff were going towards charity of my choice, and like, it just went on and on. And then at the end of it, like, they were amazing. The staff was incredible. They just tripped over themselves to help us. They gave us some cool swag. Like, it was unbelievable. The food was great. The service was wonderful. And then at the end of the night, when Keith and I asked for our bill, they took care of everything for Keith and I. Again, Amsterdam Brew House, like, just amazing. They're like a 4-minute walk from Rogers Center. And that was based on me strictly emailing them and saying, can you put some seats aside after a Jays game? I've been nominated the honorary Batgirl, and, explained everything. These people didn't know me. They just knew what this day meant to me and did this for me. And I was just blown away. And so I have told so many people about that. And, if you're in that area, to go there. And the other part of that is that without all the voting, I would not have experienced that. And people just seem to rally around us and support us constantly. And when the MLB representative called me from downtown New York City to tell me that I had won for the Blue Jays, he said, you annihilated everybody in the voting. And that just made me feel so good. People who we will never meet were voting for us. I have people at the hospital constantly who I'm meeting, who, like, nurses and doctors and research assistants, who, it'll come up and they'll say, oh, I voted for you. Like, I'm meeting them now, and this was last year. People through Keith's work, and then people through Keith's work would tell somebody else, and then they would get, this company involved, and they would all vote. I had my mom's coworkers vote. I didn't. My mom had, said, Katie's doing this. Like, I can only imagine. I asked if there was a final tally or number, and he said he couldn't tell me. But I have no doubt that we were, like, talking tens of thousands. You could vote every day for, it was mid-February, so maybe for about 60 days. And, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely tens of thousands. The amount of people who daily would vote, and they'd vote just endlessly. We were just so, so, so lucky. And that day meant so much to me, and it continues to mean so much to me. And just being part of the Jays that day, and, getting so close to Russell Martin that he looked petrified because I was kind of in shock, and, getting to wave to Morales and walking by, be a genie, and, like, just the endless good memories of that day. And the Jays put family and friends up in a suite, like up in a box, and it was unbelievable. And that was just a random act of kindness. I mean, people just seem to endlessly rally around us, and I can't believe it's been a whole year since that happened. But the memory's still very, very real. I look at that picture, or post that picture, show people that picture, or those pictures, often. I'm so happy about that day. One of my friends for Christmas had a painting done for me with me and Marco Estrada, and it hangs upstairs. It's amazing. I absolutely love it, and I have so many people to thank, and that that random act of kindness that, you know, people voting every day that took a couple minutes every day, and it was such a game changer for us. And we paid to, because we're in Ottawa and they're in Toronto, so we paid to stay at a hotel, but I contacted Porter Airlines as well and just said, you know, my back's not great. My hip was okay at the time, but my back's not great and it's a long drive. And they flew us to and from Toronto, which was the second year in a row that they did that for Keith and I. Was a finalist the year before. Just amazing. We just like, you know, Porter, I just sent an email and said, this is what's going on. And they said, yep, it's all taken care of. You tell us when you want to fly and it's done. Like, just amazing. That whole experience was just so absolutely incredible. And that's today's random act of kindness. Talk to you guys tomorrow.